Fancy paper.
This fancy paper has a fancy title. What is this fancy title?
The fancy title is How to Avoid Looking Like a U.S. Tourist.
Because that's the thing, apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
When I signed up for this study abroad trip and they started handing out paperwork, this was in our packet of things that we should know. Compare your outward appearance and behaviors to those of people who live in the country you visit. The more you blend in, the less chance there is for you to look like a tourist. Some simple ways to spot a U.S. citizen in a crowd overseas include the following.
I mean, I'm already screwed.
It sounds like wildlife spotting. Here's how to spot an elk. Number 1, some clothing choices signal one as being a U.S. citizen. Wearing U.S. brand name clothing with the names easily readable. I feel like I've seen Abercrombie and stuff on people in videos.
I think the thing is too, like, this is for a lot of different countries.
Yeah, this is also, I think it's very out of date. If you look at the type font, it looks like it's been copied a zillion times, and it's not specific to any. It sounds like, you know, more like if you're going to Turkmenistan. Right.
But I mean, I would like to know if the clothing like translates over there.
I think I'm okay with this, so maybe I'll just wear this for 3 weeks.
I mean, you know, no one's gonna tell.
Wearing white socks with shoes instead of dark socks. What is this? I don't understand.
This is so confusing.
What's the problem?
This offends you! Look at, I have a white sock on.
And dark shoes. Like, I don't understand.
I feel like this might be offensive. Is this offensive to you? White socks!
Talking with someone, and I was like, is it true? Do you not wear white socks? He's like, well, I don't own any, but I've seen some. But he sounded confused, so maybe it's a thing. Maybe only Americans wear white socks.
Wearing inappropriate outfits in public spaces such as churches, theaters, and restaurants. Such outfits include, but are not limited to, shorts and halter or tube tops. Remember also that jeans are not universally accepted as appropriate in all social situations. It is best to consider taking more pairs of trousers or slacks in lieu of jeans. Okay, the professor told me specifically not to bring slacks.
Right, yeah.
I'm trying to be practical here, guys. I'm only there for 3 weeks. I mean, I got pack light.
I mean, unless you're going to be kidnapped by Mycroft, you don't really need to wear a suit.
Moving on to food. Oh. Number 2, a number of food-related habits signal that someone might be from the U.S. That sounds so sinister.
Watch how they eat. They might not be from around here.
Requesting, at a restaurant, typical U.S. condiments like ketchup, salt, pepper, etc. It is best to use the typical condiments in your host country, but if you cannot eat without some condiment, take small packets with you to use rather than insisting the restaurant supply you with it. Problem. I'm addicted to ketchup. I put it on not everything, but quite a few things. So yes, there will be some packets coming with me, but am I really going to get that funny of a look if I ask for a little bit of ketchup with my fish and chips?
It does say catsup. It does say catsup.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, you gotta be a not tourist. You gotta say, can I have some catsup?
That's another thing. Is it bad if I use an accent? Because I feel like if I'm surrounded by accents, I might slip into an accent. I don't want to offend anyone.
Well, if it's good, then whatever.
Sorry.
Sorry. Hey, sorry. Sorry.
So, how badly is this accent? I'm trying not to make it too strong, but I watch a lot of British television. I can't help it sometimes.
I think my favorite thing about anyone that's not American that tries to do an American accent is it automatically this hillbilly thing, and I'm like, we don't really talk like that.
It either ends up like Southern, something like hillbilly, New York mobster, or California airhead.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between. Guys, I'm from Pennsylvania, okay? It's no.
Right?
Avoid visiting U.S. chain restaurants for every meal.
If I didn't know where to eat in a foreign country, I would go to McDonald's, because guess what? I know what's there.
Number 3, be conscious of your behavior in public places. Here are some examples that could signal you are a U.S. citizen. Again, so sinister. Avoid making eye contact, smiling, greeting, and engaging in conversation with strangers.
Don't make eye contact! Don't make eye contact!
Well, that was a bit weird. Is it going to come off really rude if I ignore people? Like, I'm not making eye contact. Be careful about folding and unfolding city maps in public spaces. Move out of the way to consult maps. It is best to plan your routes in advance. Okay, that's more of a safety thing, I think, than a, you know, you just don't want to, you don't want to make it super obvious, like, I'm lost. Look at me looking at a map.
I do that anyways.
Even if you're not in your own country. Refrain from loud talking, large arm and hand movements, and boisterous behavior. Adults in most cultures are more reserved and use lower voices in public places. Sorry.
You are a lamppost, and you need to be free. Go, be free. I love this country. I have been here for 2 hours, and I am completely sober. I am
Well, I'm very quiet. I'm a very quiet. Well, I'm sure my videos don't reveal it, but in public, I'm a very quiet, reserved person. So you needn't worry about me being an obnoxious American tourist. If you must use a dictionary to translate a sign or menu, be discreet. For example, copy down the words of the sign and move aside to a less public space to work out the translation. If I have to translate something while I'm over there, I have more problems than I thought. Don't discuss the local people, their customs, clothing, or habits in public. While many U.S. citizens are not bilingual, many people in other countries speak English and will understand what you are saying.
I can just see that.
See previous comments about needing to translate things. Avoid chewing gum in public places. Am I allowed to break this rule if I'm imitating Moriarty from that episode of Sherlock?
Jim Moriarty. Hi.
Well, that's the end of that.
Did it quit? I feel like I saw it.
No, I don't think it did.
Okay.
So tell us. We're kind of confused.
I would love some commentary on
Please
this.
explain.
Yes.
Okay, that's that. Bye.
You're welcome, Alan.
You're so welcome.